Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all having an amazing day. I know I am. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Okay, just like it now because you already know you're going to forget to like it later. Hold on. All right. Follow me on my social media platforms. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Please follow. Please subscribe. Okay. Go to my website, jovibeauty.com, and get you one of our dope ass scarves, bonnets. We have a lot of nice items. Okay. And last but not least, do not forget you can always do what? Donate to the channel. Okay, listen. All the information is going across the bottom of the screen. Okay, Cash Apps, Super Chats. We even got Zelle up there. All right, y'all. It's snowing here in New York. I woke up to snow. It's still snowing. Okay, listen, I don't know what's going on. Hello, everyone in the chat. I hope you are all having an amazing morning. Okay, before we begin, no, it's okay. So, look, today we're here to talk about again Tasha K and Chelsea update because what in the world? We are also here to speak on Irv Gotti. Hold on, wrong thing. Irv Gotti. What the hell did I just do? Okay, here we go. Irv Gotti recently passed, recently as in yesterday. So I want to go over that as well. It's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay. All right. Save. All right. Boom. So we here. So let's start with Irv Gotti, right? Irv Gotti recently passed. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up this Instagram. I have it prepared, so it's not gonna be snow. Yes, snow. They don't know what it want to do in New York. It doesn't know what it wants to do here, but I guess that's happening all over the country. Okay, but let's get into this whole Irv Gotti situation. So, you know what I thought when I saw this? He had a major stroke, which is really sad, and I feel bad for his family. His kids released a statement, and I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But you know what? The first thing I thought, do y'all remember the last video we made about Irv Gotti? Do you? Do you? I do. The last video we made about Irv Gotti was when it was like 6 months ago, and he was talking about how he was trying to get with someone who was like 30. I believe the girl was like 30 or something, and she asked him for money, and he was like, well, why would I give you money? Because you're an older man and you are 2 seconds away from the grave. No shade, but that's just tea. What the fuck was that? Even the dog jumped. I know y'all didn't hear it. It was like a big boom. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, the last time we spoke on Irv Gotti, it was regarding him wanting to get with somebody that was like 30 years old, and the girl, I believe she asked him for like 10 stacks or something like that. And he was thoroughly offended because, why would she ask me for money? Because you're 20 something years older than her. You're going to more than likely leave everything to your children and your ex-wife and all of that stuff. And that's great. And that's fine. You should do that. But if she's going to be with some man who might just croak out on her while she's, in the bed with him, um, she should get paid pain and suffering. No shade, no tea. No shade, just tea. And I'm just saying. Okay, so he passed at 54. Sucks. It's a lot of people giving shouting him out, and saying good things about him. Not 50 Cent though. Because 50 Cent gonna be shady even on your deathbed, okay? 50 Cent said anyone that thinks 50 Cent and oh no, Lil Saint, because 50 Cent said, what did he say? Hold on. 50 Cent posted Irv Gotti on life support, family and friends saying their goodbyes. 50 Cent said, damn, I wanted him to see my new show though. 50 Cent is a freaking mess. Okay. Then Lil Saint said, anyone that thinks 50 Cent's antics are cute or funny will be getting blocked by me. I don't have time for ignorance or immaturity. I don't. Whether you expected him to comment on Irv Gotti or not, enough is enough. And at what point do you grow up and try to be a better person? I do agree with the fact that 50 Cent talking about he wanted him to see his show. It's kind of shady. It's kind of shady, but the reality is what it is. To an extent, you can't be like, when they be like, people die, you can't speak bad of the dead, but like if the dead person was, I'm not saying Irv Gotti was a bad person, I'm not saying nothing like that, but I've also always felt like dead people get away with too much foolishness, like that person might have been a horrible parent, a horrible dad, a horrible friend, just a horrible person in general, but when they pass, people are supposed to behave like they're not, or like they could have tried to take you out of here, right? But when they pass, you're supposed to like forgive or some shit like that, which I find a little weird. That's not necessarily the case with 50 Cent, but they have like 20-30 year old smoke. So I don't necessarily expect childish as 50 Cent to try to look past certain things. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. And plus, we do all know that 50. I don't expect too much from people who weren't raised by their mothers. No shade, no tea. It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his mother. She passed, right? But I always find that people, I would say men, but in mostly a lot of men, but mostly just people in general who were never really nurtured, don't know how to be a nurturer or how to be caring to certain extents. I just feel too much male energy and it's not balanced off at all. So Russell Simmons in Bali decided he was going to throw his little 2 cents in. He said, brothers and sisters, please don't let Irv Gotti go without acknowledging the tragedy of his passing and the Black men and women's health in America. This talented, beautiful, happy, curious, enthusiastic spirit has left his body way too soon. I'm sure God will receive him with love and freedom. To the Black men and women of America who still face this crisis, the epidemic of chronic disease and illness are a result of bad dieting and lack of self-care. FYI, they are poisoning you much faster than your white counterparts. Thankfully, there is a wave amongst us. You are 3 times more likely to be vegan than your white counterparts. You are much more likely to use natural remedies than the rest of America. You are waking up, but not fast enough. Those of you who are taking direction from great nutritionists like Dr. Sabi's, you're walking away from this group of chronic sickness. Help your brothers and sisters to take the same route. Okay. Well, that's what Russell Simmons decided to use the moment to, let y'all know that you need to be healthy. Okay, there's nothing. I don't see anything else. No, there's nothing else about Irv Gotti. But I do want to say something about what Russell Simmons just said in the comment I just made about Irv Gotti, and I'm gonna stand beside it. And you want to know why I'm gonna stand beside it? Because women live longer than men, and women live longer than men for specific reasons. Like, we take care of our health. Okay, Irv Gotti didn't have anyone there to take care of him. That's at the end of the day, that's what I think it all boils down to. Men will be feeling away and having all this shit. And that's unless there's a woman there to tell him to go to the doctor or make the fucking appointment or force him to go to the doctor. A lot of times they don't do it. Okay. And that's really not our responsibility. Okay. That's kind of theirs, especially when he had a wife. He had a wife. Hold on. Wasn't there something that the kid said? Did I miss it? Especially when you already have a wife. Hold on. I thought the kid said something. Maybe I did miss that part. Hold on. I'm just looking real fast. Okay, whatever. Anyway, if the kid says something, I'll find it on another page. But I just feel like he left his wife and the person who would have taken care of him until his dying day, or and then got with Ashanti. God knows what happened, but we see how he treated Ashanti for all those years. I'm really not. What's this? Oh, thank you, Jamie. Been sending information. Shout out to Jamie. Okay. Look how he literally treated Ashanti for like the last 20 years. I don't really have um grace. I don't really have, well, you know what? Y'all said, who was it? Kay said that I give too much people grace. I do. I will acknowledge that. I give women too much grace. But what I won't give is a fucked up nigga grace. Never ever. I just won't do it. And a part of me feels like what he did to Ashanti for all of those years is kind of on him. I do have the thing. It was on the Shade Room. I'm gonna read it to you. It says, our dad was an incredible man, a true visionary who transformed the hip hop industry and changed the game for artists and fans alike. His passion for music and dedication to his craft inspired many, and his contributions will continue to influence future generations. Okay. They also say it was with a heavy heart that we announced the passing of our beloved father, Irv Gotti, Lorenzo. I thought it was Junior, but whatever. On February the 5th. Surrounded by family and friends, he departed this world, leaving behind a legacy that will forever resonate in the heart of those who knew him and the countless lives he touched. Our dad was an incredible man, a true visionary who transformed the hip hop industry and changed the game for artists and fans alike. His passion for music and dedication to his craft inspired many, and his contributions will continue to influence future generations. As we navigate this difficult time, we kindly ask for privacy while we grieve the loss of our father, son, brother, uncle, and friend. We take comfort in knowing that his spirit will live on through his music and the love he shared with all of us. Thank you and your understanding and support during this challenging time. So does that mean he outlived his mother? Because it said child. I mean that his mother outlived him. That's sad. I don't wish burying your child on nobody. That's sad. But like the how I see it as a woman, I'm standing on business. Okay, it was like 20 years of like trying to destroy Ashanti's life because she didn't want him no more. Okay, then the last thing we heard about him is when he was up in arms because some girl asked him for like 10,000. I don't remember, it was like $10,000 or some shit when she was like 30 and he was literally 55, and 6 months later he would have croaked out. So, yeah, he founded Murder Inc. That's dope or whatever. But like these niggas don't get no grace no more. Period. End of story. Ain't nobody getting grace from me no more. That's how I feel on it. I'm sorry if that was mean to say. Was that mean to say? I don't care. Was that mean for me to say? I don't think it's mean. I just think it's the reality of the situation. He wouldn't have gave a fuck if Ashanti would have or Nelly, even though we ain't fucking with Nelly like that. But if Ashanti or Nelly would have, been the one to pass, he probably would have been laughing and smiling and, smoking a cigar to celebrate. Let's be for real. If Nelly was the one that dropped and had a stroke, Irv Gotti would have probably literally posted smoking a cigar and celebrating. Okay, let's be for real. We know that's true. But I digress. So that happened. Let me look at some of these comments, see what y'all are thinking about this whole situation. She said, Honey said, old men always want to be wanted for them when tracing granddaughter's friends. Exactly. Ain't nobody wants you for you, sir. To do what? You can't grow old with you because you gonna not be knocked out in 6 months or so. Like the delusion of it. The only reason people get with older men is because they can, we've been trained that they will do things and take care of you. So take care of her. If you can't do that, nobody wants your for whatever reason now, especially nowadays, they think, because, she want to get with me, so, because I could teach her something. Teach her what? Teach her how to be 50 years old and couldn't figure it out until you were 50 years old. To be 50 years old and still out in these streets looking for young tenderonis because you couldn't hold down anything else besides that. What is someone who has destroyed their marriage, been petty towards someone they dated for 20 years ago, for 20 years, going to be able to teach you? The only thing you can do is buy a Birkin or two, some shopping sprees, pay some bills. It is not the same. You want to steal her youth. So she said, Daisy said, man, Jovi, the way he loved his kids. I bet you, I'm not knocking the fact that he loved his kids. I damn sure know he did. I'm not saying none of that. I know he loved his kids. I don't know his kids' names. And she said the kids took care of him on his last days. And that's good. And that's fantastic. Let your kids take care of you, because no one else, no woman should have to. The only person, that could have was the wife, but he fucked that up. I don't believe in you fuck up your whole life. You want to be outside in these streets. And then you ever see, it was like a post that came out a while ago. Basically, it was like this old, I think it was 80. He was 80 and he was talking about, I'm 80 and I'm ready to settle down. Sir, no. Sir, no. Sir, no. It's the same sort of thing. You had that and it was all good. And you fucked it up. Thinking you could do better. And at the end, I'm glad. And this is why, especially if you ain't a good man to the women in your life, at least to be good to your kids. Because we have heard of many of these black men, Black Rob is one example, who weren't there to take care of their kids and ended up dying alone in fucking hospice care with their friends, if they still have friends. So please take care of your kids. If you at least, if you it makes sense to be good to your woman and be good to your children. But if you can't at least be good to your woman, make sure you be good to your kids. So when your time come, you're not dying alone in hospice care. So shout out to his kids for being there. And shout out to Irv Gotti for being there to his children. I'm talking about him as a man in regards to women. But shout out to him for being a good father. No shade. No, that's just tea. Okay. Steven said, my condolences and prayers to the family. Yes. Because again, even when your daddy is kind of a dirtbag, still your dad, So I do wish condolences to the children. But I just wanted to call a spade because too much men out here are really living in delusion, especially with the extreme rise in manosphere and the whole Kevin Samuels died on a younger girl. He died on her all alone in a room. And if I remember correctly, His daughter wasn't even fucking with him. His daughter was like, don't put me in it. So, and I think the wife ended up just burying him because, or the ex-wife, because, you know, grace and shit. But the reality is that, especially in this new generation, if you aren't a good parent, don't expect your children to be there for you. We are no longer forcing children. We have not been pushing Christianity down their throat anymore and forcing children to be there for parents who are not there for them. The only parent you should be there for is the parents who put in effort, time, all of that good shit to raise you and be there for you. So, shout out to Irv Gotti for being a good dad. But, you know, I was hoping this was fake. She said I was hoping it was fake, but he's old. And again, he didn't have anybody to make him go to the doctor. And we already know half of these men don't go to the doctor, period. Let alone, you know, even when they have a woman who is there, go to doctor. You literally have to make their doctor's appointments for them like you were their mother. You literally have to do that weird shit. So are we surprised that men who can't even figure out how to keep a woman or pay for one at least, stupid, don't live as long because they are not picking up on things that, you know, I go to the doctor all the time. Let me cough too hard, I'm going to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And again, that's why women live longer than men. Not necessarily because we just have forethought to be able to take care of the issues and not just sweep them under the rug until they sweep us under the rug, if you know what I'm saying. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on my other social media platform. Okay, yes, he outlived her. Oh, wait, is the mother gone? Okay, because it said son, so I'm assuming that he still have a parent. Listening from Instacart girl. I assume he still got a parent alive. That's why I asked that. Yeah, I feel for the kid, you know, but we have to be realistic and we got to call spades, because if we don't call spades, if you don't be real with these men, they'll really still live in delusion, because these other men are teaching them stupidity that half of them won't even live by. Honestly, that half of them who telling them this foolishness don't even live by. They don't. But they just telling you that because that's something good to say. Nah, these men need to know. You don't take you can't keep you keep cheating on your woman. You can't be a decent man, husband, boy, whatever. We aren't the ones who gonna die alone. We have our friends, we have our children. We can get into relationships real easy. The easiest thing in the world to do is to find a nigga, not vice versa. It's not vice versa. We all know that. You don't take care of your kids, don't call them when you're 60 years old trying to get pity out of them. Telling them it's your mama's fault. No, it's your fault that you disappeared for 30 years. Excuse me. She said, oh, yes, exactly, Bree. I 100%. 100%. 50 Cent is getting older and it's not clicking. And I get it because he's immature and he's probably going to be one of them 80-year-olds. But at least I'm going to say he can afford to pay like he weigh to have somebody there. Because if you're not willing to do that, you can't be serious. They want to fall back on, you know, you don't want to pay, you fall, but then you should have fell back on love when you were married to your wife. but you didn't. You wanted to be outside in the street because I make money. I'm that nigga. So you make money. You that nigga. Pay to play. Because if you didn't want to do that, you could have stayed with your wife and raised your family like Ja Rule did. Ja Rule done got caught up in a lot of shit, but Ja Rule made that shit worked out, doubled down, and figured it out. Ja Rule ain't gonna die alone. He might die in debt, but he ain't gonna die. But he ain't gonna die alone. You know, that wife gonna be there to take care of him on his deathbed, because he put that work in 20, 30 years in. 50 Cent gonna learn when he by himself. All that money in the world don't mean shit when you're dying alone. It doesn't. Okay? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe. Now let's move on to our second topic of the day. Okay? Listen. Matter of fact, before we move on, I'm going to drop this real quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to get into Chelsea and Tasha. I don't know what day this is. What is this, like day 7? Yes, because it started last week. I thought about that. When Tasha came on my channel, I think the shit started the day before. It was last Wednesday because I had to end the live because I had therapy. I have therapy on Wednesdays. So it's been like a week. It's been like 8 days. 8 days strong. Okay? So let me drop this commercial and then we'll go back to tell you the new updates about Tasha K and Chelsea-alana. Welcome back to Jovi's Beauty School, where we now have 5, count it guys, 5 new scarf designs that we just got in. They're beautiful, they're amazing, they are so spring, summer vibes. I don't even know what to say. They're 35 inches by 35 inches. The print on these scarves are amazing. They're silk twill, they're gorgeous, and they won't be around for long. So if I were you, I would get mines ASAP. We're dropping them in batches. These are limited edition scarves, so when they sell out, y'all, they are sold out. So I need you to go get yours now. Don't call me talking about Jovi, I need one. Is too late. I don't know if they're going to come on the next batch, okay? So go to jovibeauty.com, get your scarf, and be that girl, because you already know how we give it up. Okay, guys, so listen. Y'all know what's been going on. I do not want to have to repeat everything that's been happening, okay? Because it's just so much. It's like a fucking whirl spin. You know what I did forget? You know what I did forget to mention and that people are missing? Tasha K threw a jab at Lovely T the other day, talking about Lovely T's ex-boyfriend. And girl, Tasha K just said, you know what? Let the mudslinging. I was rewatching some of the clips and I said, I forgot. Like I said, it was so much stuff going on that I forgot that happened. But that happened too. Child, so again, mind you, they've been going back and forth. Chelsea literally on video threatened to take Tasha K's jaw off on Chelsea, on Bree's channel, Couture Bay's channel. She said she was looking for Tasha. She was on her way to go to whatever restaurant she think Tasha was gonna be at, so she can like run up on her and fight her. Yesterday I was confused. I thought that Tasha called Chelsea's stepson autistic. Because again, it was so much stuff going on. My bad for saying that, because I didn't realize it was so much stuff going on with them. And me personally, I had a lot of shit going on, new on my head yesterday. So I was getting some things confused. Chelsea is the one who called Tasha's son autistic, which is wild. Tasha K spoke on Chelsea's husband, and you be speaking on her husband, you kind of be, flirting with her husband a little bit. I'm not saying, I don't know. So she spoke on yours. So, all of that happened. And then Tasha K posted yesterday It was yesterday. Yes, I took the screenshot yesterday. I don't know if it's still up because I was looking for it. I was looking for it on her channels and I couldn't find it. And then I said, I took a screenshot because I started taking more screenshots because I realized people be taking shit down. Okay. And I ain't got time for you taking shit down. Okay. All right. So it says, winos, I had to inform you of this. But no, I hate to inform you of this, but please don't be shocked. Oh shit, I just didn't open it. What channel is this? I don't even know. Let me see. Because I didn't open it. Jesus. Hold on. Give me 1 second. You know when you take a screenshot and the stuff is longer and it says more? I took a screenshot. What channel is this? What I'm trying to think, what platform is this? Browse community. It looked like it's supposed to be YouTube, but I don't think so. I don't know what channel this is. Somebody, what channel is this? Okay, whatever. It's in a community tab, but it's not on her channel because it says Tasha K. I don't recognize the. What is this? Hold on. I was watching it. I took the screenshot while I was watching my live. So if any one of y'all recognize the platform structure, let me know. This. Cause I can't. This ain't YouTube because it say Tasha K and not Unwind with Tasha K. Her YouTube is Unwind with Tasha K or Tasha K Clips. I just took this shit. But anyway, let me read what we got. It says, winos, I hate to inform you of this, but please don't be shocked when you hear the news in a few days. I've warned Chelsea to stop with the threats of fighting, oh yeah, and she been calling her, she'd been recording her, that too, and apparently recording people is illegal in, hold on, I'm going down to see her app. That's her app? It probably is her app. I do have access to her app. Anyway, that's what it. Okay. Threatening to fight. Threats of fighting, harassing calls, recorded calls of our team meetings, threatening to release naked pictures of me and expose my kids. Why would you be trying to release naked pictures of another woman? I don't like that. I don't care. I don't like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do no weird shit like that. That's nigga shit. That's just disgusting. How you even get naked pictures of somebody is crazy. But okay. Expose my kids. She called my husband several times today. I picked up and she was very nasty, saying, give that man his damn phone back. How you gonna do that to somebody's husband? You know what? I believe it. I believe that she said that because Chelsea can be a little. This is it? No. Because Chelsea can be a little impulsive. Tasha K live. Here we go. I'm dead ass going on there. Community. And community. Nope. Public. Community. It should be. Where is? Oh, here it go. Here it go. Got it. No. 4th. Did she delete it? She might have deleted it, but listen, I got screenshots, so it's all right. Anyway, she called my husband several times today. I picked up and she was very nasty, saying, give that man his damn phone back. We've blocked her. She's now showed up to my office wanting to fight. She said that. Plus Tasha, and if she did do that, you got to know when to. I am a crash out too. I'm a reform crash out. Bree was talking about this the other day. Like, as we get older, you can't just be crashing the fuck out. You just can't, because it puts you in a bad position. And you get got. And she's gonna get you. Because this stuff is just, she just has to put together the clips. some clips from, the shows of you threatening her. Because Tasha K hasn't really threatened you. Yeah, she's talked shit. She's talked shit. She made shots, but she hasn't threatened to fight you. She hasn't, which is assault, attempted assault. She hasn't threatened to release naked pictures of you. She hasn't done anything that would be considered illegal. And you have to understand, and I understand when you get mad, and I get mad, and you see red, and I don't give a fuck. But as you get older, you gotta give a fuck. And now you got a child. You gotta give a fuck. Before you could do that, because you ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? You don't. The last time I crashed out, child, I'm thinking about it. I literally had to, even in my crash out, I had to have enough sense to call my brother to come over, because I knew I was going to jail. Because I knew I was going to jail. I didn't end up, but you have to have enough sense to pull it in, because you have shit to lose now. You got a kid. And if the police come and get you, and you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen to your kid? Some of these cops, especially we black, they ain't going to sit there and wait for your husband to come back from work. I hear you. Yeah, you got a husband, but a lot of these people, you will hope that they will. But who's to say that they will? Who's to say that they won't call the people to come and get your kid, lock you up? You don't even get to call him until you hit the bookings. You have to think about all of this shit. You have to think about all of this shit when you got a kid. And I was probably your age when that situation happened. And I had to be like, and I had to pull it together. I had a roommate at the time. I literally was outside, because I knew if I went upstairs, I'm about to just I had to wait. And as soon as that nigga said, I'm down the block, I ran upstairs. And had my daughter go open the door for her uncle. But you cannot be crashing out, because now you can. I'm not saying probably, I don't know. But especially with all this shit going on, with all of this stuff going on out in the world, they are literally sending American citizens to Guantanamo Bay. And just because they on the South Americans and Central Americans right now, please don't ever forget, their number one target is always our black asses. And like you said, you live nice, you live well. What you don't want as a black person is the police to come up to your real nice apartment where they can't afford to live. The resentment, oh baby, then see your black ass when they open the door. What could have been a citation has now turned into you getting dragged through your fucking building. And an ACS, I don't know if they call it ACS in Florida, but whatever. An ACS being called to pick up your children. That's some real shit. I'm sorry, but I don't know what else to say. Mother to mother. You cannot do this crash out shit. Pull that shit together. Remember, you from Long Island. Pull that shit together. Okay? Pull it together. Because, shit, maybe it's too late now. Anyway, she said, okay. She said she has shown up to my office wanting to fight. Now we are in the process of filing police reports. Reports with an S. Reports with an S. Not a police report. Reports with an S. Probably every last one of these in situations, she's going to file a police report. And restraining orders. Child, because you said you're gonna run up on her. If you listen, I tell y'all all the time, move. Maybe this is a Brooklyn thing. It ain't get to Long Island yet. No shade. I like Long Island. You gotta move. You learn this in the hood. Maybe you missed that part. You got to move in what? I've said this all the time. My friends know because they laugh at me when I say it. Silence and violence. If I'm going to run down on you, I'm not telling nobody. I'm damn sure not putting it on video. I'm not texting it. I ain't gonna be like, I'm gonna bust your ass, bitch. None of that. I'm just gonna run down on you. When I see you, I see you. Or even if I'm stalking around where you live so I could run up on you, I'm not warning you that I'm coming. Silence. It's a Brooklyn thing, girl. Like I said, I know her daddy from Brooklyn, okay? I know. But that part, silence and violence. You don't tell a bitch and the world and give and have video evidence of the shit. You don't do that. You just don't. Okay? She said, now we're in the process of filing police reports and restraining orders. If you hear about this, I don't want you to be shocked. No one has been talking about Chelsea. Y'all didn't know why it got cut off. It got cut off. I'm going to look one more time to see if I can find the rest of this shit. Because I do have access to Tasha K's thing, but I don't be on it enough to have seen it on there. I saw it somewhere, and I just can't remember where I saw it. So, I know to the great sadness to the point. Nope. Did y'all see the show? Nope. 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 Not 5 days ago. We know that. Tasha K clips. Let's go here. I'm searching all over for this shit. Hold on. Let's go to Tasha K clips real fast. I just want to see if I can find this shit real fast. How y'all doing? Please, while I'm doing this, please don't forget to like this video, okay? Like it now, because y'all already know you're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on my other social media platforms. She's talking about Trina now, child. But where is this thing? Parties. This is a day ago, but where's the rest of it? I don't know where it is, y'all. I don't know where it is. Well, nonetheless, Tasha K is coming after Chelsea, and there's nothing else you can say about it. Like, what do you want? What do you want us to say? Like, you create a situation, you got to stand on business. You could have kept calling her all the bitches and all this stuff in the world, but when you get to start talking about somebody's kids, like her kids, when you have kids, it's another thing. You talk about my kid, fuck with my kids, we got a problem. You can fuck with me all day. Shit, I'm in a situation like that kind of a little bit right now. You can fuck with me all day, but fuck with my kid, it's a problem. And that's just what it is. You fucking with somebody's kid, you calling their kids names, it's gonna be a problem. She don't want to have to fight you. And if she do fight you, just like me, I've told y'all this before, fuck around, please just hit me first. Because I'm gonna drag you. But I just need you to hit me first, because I'm also gonna press charges on you, and I might sue you too. And I think Tasha is literally setting herself up just in case you show up and try to do something. Because let's be for real, we don't want to fight at 40 plus. You shouldn't even be trying to fight at 30. Honestly, after high school, the whole fight is kind of crazy. Honestly, it's kind of crazy. I again, crash out. It's kind of crazy. And at 40 plus, ain't nobody trying to do that. If you trying to take me out my character that bad, okay, but you're going to have to pay for that. Hard. I'm not a little kid no more. It's not going to be, nah, man, you hit me first, and then I'm going to press charges on you. And then I might sue you too. I'm old. I'm going to be in a court like, I'm old. This person done beat me up after I done drug you up. Okay? That's just what it is. I said what I said. Anyway. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm just looking at something because I think I found something. No. Wherever it was, she deleted it. Nonetheless, oh, maybe I gotta sign in. Anyway, I'm not doing it. Nonetheless, let's get back to the comments. I'm about to drop the link and I'm about to stop sharing because it, okay. I'm about to drop the link in case anybody want to come up and give me their opinion. I don't know I know she's filed in charges today, according to Tasha, yesterday or today. I don't know. I have not seen either one of them, engage on here online today. Yeah, Tasha post went up, but Tasha don't post her post, right? She paid people to post those certain posts, so that doesn't necessarily mean that she's not at the police station dealing with this stuff right now. Okay. All right. Um She said Tasha K and Lovely T fell out, but I don't remember the beef. Oh, I remember the beef. I remember the beef. T Lovely T don't fuck with me because of the beef. But I remember the beef. The beef had to do with the Lovely T beef was they were arguing about Cardi B at the end of the day. That's really what it was. Arguing about Cardi B. And then Lovely T likes to, in my opinion, Tasha at least up front with her shit, right? Yeah. Lovely T likes to do shit and hide her hands, my opinions. So if I remember when we talking about 8-hour, 9-hour, 10, 11-hour lives, motherfuckers used to be on here doing that. I don't know how long you've been in this section of YouTube. People were really on here, okay? Going at this is before the Cardi B situation and before it went to court. This is probably like before it really popped off, during when she made that video with Star Marie and all of this shit. So this was a couple of years ago, and Lovely T was popping up on the channel, but they were supposed to be friends, throwing shade, hiding her hands, giving the other YouTubers information about Tasha K. Like she said, at least Tasha K is, saying what she's saying about Chelsea to her face. And Lovely T was giving those things to like Lioness, and it was a lot of people on this YouTube who aren't necessarily here no more. Because I used to say this before, and I'll say it again. When you come together to hate on another, not, oh, y'all ain't got, the only thing y'all got in common is I hate this bitch. Only thing you have in common is I hate this bitch. That's not a real friend. Those aren't real friendships. Those aren't real, and it's, y'all will eventually end up turning on each other if you are here making relationships or friendships off of hating on another bitch. That's bad energy, and it comes back. Okay, so let's finish up these comments. Like I said, I did drop the link. And don't forget to like this video, okay? She said Irv just sold his category for 300 million. Shout out to Irv. I know his kids are good and set. Hey, Dr. Amira, how are you? How are you? Planning with Keisha says she's starting from the beginning. She said, and Jaru, yeah, you got to take care of yourself. You getting older. Like, let's be for real. You got to be at the doctor. You got to take care of yourself. We need more likes. Can y'all like this video? If there's not enough likes by the time I go down, I'm ending the live. Okay, thank you. Just like the video. Bruce, this is going on. Saying his daddy loved him and what? Bruce is a 50, 60-year-old man going around saying his daddy left him at 4 years old and abandoned him because his mother ran him off. The disrespects to mom who raised him and dad who didn't. These men are delusional and dysfunctional. They just want to make it, a part of me feels like they want to make it, those excuses they make for their deadbeat dads is the excuse that they want to have for being deadbeat dads. I really believe that. I really believe that. I don't find men who make excuses like for deadbeat fathers. I got you 1 second. I don't find men who make excuses for their deadbeat dads are normally not deadbeat dads in some ways themselves. I said what I said. Okay. Hey, Dr. Myra, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Hey, you know what? I'm in the wrong sector. I need to get into the gossip area because y'all getting paid over here. I'm in the mommy sector.
Mommy sectors get paid. What you mean?
No. My
Okay.
my money, my check is low. I must not be doing something right. I need to get over here and start clowning and gossiping. I need to talk about people because I
Listen.
just roast these mommies and I call it a day. I need to get in this sector. Y'all having fun over here. Tasha K is racking it up.
We try.
Talking
You know, the
about
streets were dry, so she threw us some bones.
I see. I mean, for real, she did a dang on thing. You know what I mean? This don't make no sense. I'm like, what is going on? Okay, well, Ja Rule, okay. Musically, sure, Gotti, of course, he did his he did launch a lot of careers, a few careers. But you know what I didn't like, and I know he passed on and peace be on him. However, what I didn't really like was the fact of how he did Ashanti,
Mhm.
how that situation came out, and he dragged it on and on and on, and he was so
For
butthurt about
decades.
that, and that got on my nerves. Every time he
Yeah.
did an interview, he talked about her, and it was such with such anger, and he was married. Like, you married, why you tripping off? You should be happy that she moved on with somebody else. Why are you
Mhm.
saying, well, she didn't stay down? You was going through she wasn't making no money. She didn't have a choice. She wasn't your woman. You know what I mean? So I didn't like that aspect. And he was like, well, I can get a better woman. There's 100 women out here that look better than her that I deal with. I'm like, okay,
Okay.
good
Okay.
job. I mean, congratulations, sucker. Um, so I didn't like that, but again, peace be on him. But when someone's sick, of course they're gonna want a wife. They're gonna want somebody to love on them, take care of them. But when it's wore out, or by the time a lot of these men want to settle down after they
They woe out.
You
They
know,
woe
you know what I'm
out.
saying? It's no longer
The
like my
Viagra
kid
ain't
right here.
working no more.
My kid, I can't say what I want to say because he right here. So I'm just gonna go. You know what I mean? So that's just all I have to say. And Tasha K, good going. You getting everybody some checks, some good checks going. Okay. Hey girl, hey Tasha K, give me a rich girl. All right. Oh,
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. I did drop the link in case anybody want to come up again. You know, please don't forget to like this video, y'all. I already said like the video. What's this? Oh, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and all donations are thoroughly appreciated. Okay, information going across the bottom of the screen. Um, and share the live. Thank you so much. Share it, share it, share it, share it. Uh, Hey Yusuf, how you doing? How you doing? Yes, please like the video, guys. She said it's not enough. She said y'all need to run it up some more. Okay, Mahogany said y'all need to run it up some more. So please run it up some more. Thank you so much, Mahogany. That was what, 10 minutes ago? Please run it up some more. Like the video. Remember the phone call recording? Yeah, and recording phone calls, which I comprehend, but it's illegal in your state, bruh. You got to think about that. You got to stand on, because everybody's not going to just I don't call cops. I don't go to the cops. Everybody ain't gonna do that. Everybody's not gonna do that, especially when we get older. People ain't gonna do that shit. Like when I was young, I wouldn't call the cops. We just gonna fight, bitch. It's gonna be problems. But now we might fight, and now I'm calling cops. You know. Um. He said, much better said, when I first started listening to YouTube chat, I followed everyone black so they could get their subscribers up. We all appreciate that. Yes. Follow, all things black. Thank you so much. She said, she just made her doctor's appointment for her physical, as you should. She said, Lovely T used to sing Today I Got Time, cause yeah, listen. But shout out to Lovely T for hitting 1 million. I ain't gonna hold you. That is a freaking accomplishment. I don't care how long it took to get there. That is an accomplishment, okay? Um Honey said Nelly fine with a six pack. That's why he mad. Also, Ashanti dated athletes. Everyone else she had was fit and eye candy. Irv was overweight and not good looking. Yeah, yeah. But you got to stand on business. When your selling point is I got money, like these you niggas out here, you that's your selling point. So sold. That's your selling point. Sold. So now I need 10 stacks. Why are you confused? Why the girl needed 10 stacks? Shit, I need 10 stacks just to have your big fat flappy, you know? I need 10 stacks to go shopping when that go like this and not to give you a visceral like a visceral reaction. I need to be thinking about them that money that you giving me for me to be like, oh, it's okay, baby. Because it's not okay. If I can't, it's not okay. If I gotta be paying my own rent, it's not okay. None of that shit is okay. Thank you, Yusuf. She said Florida's a two-party state, so Chelsea messed up big time. I get Poppingtons. I get it. But you gotta slow down and think. I get it. She is in Tasha, got you riled up, and you just did shit. I comprehend that, but we're not children. So even if a bitch gets you riled up, you got to understand the consequences for your actions. We all have to deal with consequences for our actions. And these are the consequences that could have happened when you did those things. And still calling Tasha K husband kind of probably, and I told y'all yesterday, I really think a lot of this have to do with, the firing and stuff. Had, yes, other shit was, there. But like even the part, the $7,000 party or event or whatever, 719,000, whatever, I don't think that necessarily would have gotten her fired if there wasn't already an underlying thing with you up in her husband's face too much, you know. And just again, I wish I would have clicked on more because I have no idea where I got this from, but whatever. But keep calling. She just said in this post that in a little bit that I did read, you did all of this shit, and then the last straw was you kept calling her husband, and she answered her husband. You have a husband. You should know. You grew up with man where your parents were married. You should know, Bree. I mean, not Bree, Chelsea. You should fucking know. Your parents were married. I know her dad passed, so but your parents were married. You know that's inappropriate, girl. You trying to poke the bear, and she gonna bite your ass back. Cause she gonna do what she gotta do to protect her marriage and her family the same way you gonna do it, or you should be doing what you gotta do to protect your marriage and your family. She said you kept calling her husband back to back. She picked up the phone and you said, get that man, bitch, get that man back his phone. Who you talking to? That's their phone. They married. That's their phone. That's what I think. That's what did it. Because it's like, oh, this bitch really trying to play in my face over my nigga. Nah, bitch, I got you. What she might have swallowed, all that other shit. Like, all right, all right, all right. But you keep playing in your face, keep playing with in your a motherfucker face over a man, and you see what happened. They've been with each other what? They like almost 20 years now, some shit like that. Tasha K ain't playing with her husband. People out here don't be playing with their nigga. We know that. You know that. You probably don't play with yours. And now you could possibly catch some charges. One or two of them might be a felony. You don't want that because you keep calling a married man, regardless of why. And the wife keep telling you don't like his wife. So they don't to me it don't make no sense you calling a married man doing all of this shit when you don't even like his wife. That's just inappropriate. And to me I stand on it. That is why I thoroughly believe Tasha K has filed these charges. Cause you playing. All that other shit ain't real. Social media ain't whatever, bitch. Whatever, bitch. But you keep calling my husband like you fucking my husband. That's a problem. As someone who has been married, okay? As someone who has been married, that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. Okay? Let's continue these comments. Like I said, the link is in the description in case y'all want to come up. But I'm gonna finish up these comments. Um, the way people what? Uh, I wish them both well, and this is a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. But like I said, at this point, right now, I think it's bigger than a book. It's bigger than a book. It's bigger than bitch. It's nah. I think the firing happened because of you keep keying up in her husband's face, and it feel like you trying to do some shit, and that's just I ain't fucking with it. As some again, I get it. I've been there. I ain't. I recognize that. Like, nah, the way the way Tasha K wrote that shit, you kept the last straw was you kept calling her husband and telling her to get off, put your husband on the phone, like you mean, like you important to her husband. Nope, smoke. Hey, Bree.
Hello, hello, hello. Listen, first things first, I'm so happy you woke it up about the lovely tea thing because, baby, people forget lovely tea was just as nasty, if not worse. Okay.
Bad. Mm-hmm.
but when it comes to Irv Gotti, I do feel bad for his family. I don't think he was a nice man to his ex-wife. I don't think he was nice to Ashanti. I don't think he was nice to
I don't think.
any of them women, right? But I
Yeah.
did feel like the ex-wife played a part in him having animosity towards Ashanti because she made it about Ashanti because he was buying her the furs and the gifts. But what they didn't tell y'all, which he said in the Drink Champs interview, was Ashanti was buying him things too, because she's a Libra. So she was
Okay.
buying him nice gifts too. Like he wore like this platinum limited edition watch, and they were like, "Did you give it back?" He said, "I would never give it back." And I don't blame him. I mean, the girl had good taste, okay? If you're going to sleep with anybody, sleep with somebody who can affect your career in a positive way.
Positive way.
I just
Mhm.
think he didn't like the fact that she found love in Nelly, and that meant he couldn't have her because, like Ashanti said, there were others. She wasn't the only one over there.
Mhm.
She just played her position, and that's what it was. But as far as 50 Cent goes, I think he's tasteless. If his children wanted to knock 50 Cent old behind between the washer and dryer, I would be here for it because you don't know when to quit. And as quiet as it's kept, 50 Cent might have some health issues himself because he lost all that weight. He can't keep a woman, and even though he pays like he weighs, he's just a petty man,
Yeah.
and nobody wants to be with somebody who trolls all day. Like I think he's like 50. I don't know. I'm not age shaming him, but bro, you're too old. You have a piss poor relationship with your first son, and do you even see that second son now that you was calling your baby mama a lady of the night? Like,
Yeah.
what's
I
up
was
with
thinking
that?
that. I was like, well, he got a good relationship, but then I said no.
Like,
He try to press charges on her or
yes,
sue her.
yeah, just a weirdo. Like nobody wants to associate themselves with a man on Mad Day. They become petty. Now this Tasha K and Chelsea situation, Chelsea did this to herself. It was all fun and games until you was calling that lady's husband, talking about give him the phone. Girl,
Yeah,
that is crazy. I
that
said
is
it
her
yesterday.
husband.
and I'll say it again today. You are a newlywed. Do you think his whoever in his family who does not like you heard that and is not running it by him?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have it on lock. See, people don't understand
Don't let it
the
be me, because
the
I will be
first
like this in my brother ear, my cousin ear, like, bitch.
the first 4 years of your marriage are the hardest. And
Yes,
then they said when you make it to that 7 year itch is when you really decide if you want to be with somebody.
true.
You are out here lining yourself up to be treated like that baby mama, and he'll treat you worse because not only did Tasha say, "You playing with me, I will play with you," you're putting him in unnecessary drama
Yeah,
when you could have just had peace. I truly believe that. And I like Chelsea, but that was disgusting. You flirt, like you alluding that there's some type of sexual anything, causing more chaos and confusion with the rumors that y'all either had some type of sexual relationship or you were sleeping with her man, which leads me to believe she's working with Storm Monroe because that's what he alluded to. And that's insane. And why would you try Tasha when Tasha has been more than generous? Now she would destroy you. And I don't think people understand when Tasha really wants to get you up out of here, she will. We've seen the girls who came and gone. They are nowhere to be found. They
yeah.
have no platforms. They can barely make money. And she allowed, and I say allowed because we've seen what she could do. Baby, that unlovely tea trademark went viral to the point where Lovely Tea couldn't make her million subscribers because she would block people if they said it. So I don't know why people don't understand
I
that.
did that. That was me. I made that up.
Shout out to Jovi. And Tasha said it on her platform, a lovely tea. And then the girls blocking the bag. It was crazy. See, people don't understand. They really don't. Like, y'all are not God. Stop trying to play God. Y'all act as if, okay, she got sued by Cardi B. She's still here.
Yeah,
Like what are y'all acting like y'all have to give up some of that $4 million for Cardi? You don't. You don't.
I
I
agree.
just think people are mad that this dark skinned black woman is still popular
Yeah.
in the midst of everything. That's really what it boils down to me. But other than that, great commentary. Y'all get these likes up, support your faves, send a donation, and hitting the link is faster than text. All right, Jovi, I'm dropping down.
Okay, somebody else was waiting, but they just clicked off. So if you want to come back up, this is your time. Come back up. um, but yeah, I listen. I agree, and I'm just being real. Like this is bigger than YouTube. You start messing around with my husband, bitch. We got a problem. I ain't gonna hold you. We got a problem. We got a problem. Like because and if you insinuating or if it's being insinuated that y'all had an affair and all of this shit, this is my real life. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, like Chelsea said, she ain't got. I heard she said this. Like this is not towards Tasha K or Unwind with Tasha K. This is towards Latasha. So Latasha, that's the name, right? Latasha, not Tasha K, ain't playing about her fucking husband. Latasha filing a charge, filing charges on you because Latasha want to keep her marriage good. Natasha don't want to have these sort of things with her husband, and messing up their situation and their relationship because you trying to be petty. No, absolutely not. I'd file charges on you too. I'd sue you if could be. No, it's 333 people in the chat. Y'all better like this video, okay? But yes, we did. So we were coming up. Yes. That's why I said Unlovely T was so angry at me. That's one of my tags that are always on my shit. And I can't, I'm just like, what the fuck is Jovi Beauty Lovely Unlovely T? I'm like, God damn it. Every time I see it, I can't get away from it. It was just me talking shit one day and it just came out. Yes, I don't be catching everything, so I miss everything. Y'all catch me. She said y'all need to get these likes up. They don't need to get the likes up, girl, because I'm out of here. All right, I appreciate it, y'all. I asked y'all to bring them likes up. It's 300 people in here. It's not even 200 likes, so we out of here. I appreciate y'all for coming, and as always, I hope you live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.